Hey guys, welcome back to my hair, and I said that wrong. Welcome back to Art with Gigi. It's Gigi, and today I am going to be showing you guys how to do buns. What was that? How to draw buns in with three different mediums. The three mediums are posca pens, markers, and acrylic paint. So they're all here. Aren't they beautiful? I don't know. So let's get right into the video so you guys can see what these actually look like.
What you're giving, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people.
So the first thing I'm going to need to do for today's video is I'm gonna need to draw out the actual buns. So I'm just gonna draw a face with the buns, and I don't think I'm actually want to show the face. I think I'm just gonna make like sort of like the back side of it. Maybe, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Ear should be here, because I think with that it'll give more attention to the buns, which is what we're trying to do here, instead of the face. And I'll get back with you guys when I clean this up. So now that I finished this, I just have to do this 3 more times. So here are all of them done. So now that we got those, let's move on to our first medium. So our first medium will be alcohol markers. Now, because alcohol-based markers smudge with pencil, I think I'm gonna outline this first. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to outline the face and stuff, but her hair I'm just gonna keep like lineless. So I think for all of these I might want to do like a lineless look. That might look pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead, going a little freehand on this part, but I'm gonna go ahead, trace this, and then I'll get back to you guys. Oh well, I'm already done. I'm already done. So I guess I can just erase all of this now, but I should probably wait for this to dry so it doesn't smudge, but oh well. So I'm gonna lightly erase the buns, and I'm gonna harshly erase around where I did the pen. So yeah, that's that. Now it's time to get on with the markers. So you can't see the number names on these, but the 2 markers I'm using are these artify markers. I will tell you guys what the numbers are if you have these. I think it's 17 and 9. So the lightest color is what we're going to start off, because we always start off with the lightest color when we're doing things that you can't go over. So I'm going to start off with a light shade like this, and you're just gonna, probably should use the other end. So you're with the bullet end, I'm guessing now. Oop, come on, stay on. Okay. Alright, so you're gonna do, with the bullet end, you're just going to make like sort of like little lines going upwards. And you're gonna do this on both. Oh my gosh. Leave this right there. You're gonna go ahead and do little like lines going up. Don't cover up the whole entire bun. Just cover up the top half and the bottom half, leaving like a little shine sort of in the middle. And then with your darker, brighter pink, you're going to do it a second time. You're gonna do, but you're just gonna go over it another time. But make sure that when you are doing this, you don't attempt to cover up all of the pink. You want to make sure that you can still see some of the lighter pink in there. Then back with your lighter pink, you're going to use the chisel end and kind of try and blend the two together like so, like that. And then you should have two nice little buns. And now for the other part of the hair, you're gonna start off with your lighter shade. Be careful around that pen. You're gonna go ahead and try your best to fill in. All of this is kind of hard because I use these ones a lot, especially this shade. I like pastel colors. So if it's a really, really light shade, that's the one I'm gonna get the most use out of. So it's kind of dried out. So now what you're gonna do is with your darker pink. Why is it so hard for these caps to stay on the back? Why? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my darker pink, and I'm kind of just going to make sort of like a shadow, but at the same time also just kind of trying to make the shiny part of this in a way. Like that. And then once again with your lighter shade, go ahead and just try your best to blend them out. You might have to use the bullet end to blend out the thinner parts because that'll work a little better, I think. That's kind of what I got there. Ooh! Oh. And so that there is with the markers. I actually really, really like this. All I really gotta do now is sign my name or initials, and yeah, that's it. And once again, I will put the color names and the type of markers I used in the description. So for our next medium, we're gonna be using, ooh, my voice, hold on. We're gonna be using Posca paint pens, and I really, really like these. I got these not a month ago. I think it was about a month ago. Around, I think around like the start of February. Around that time. So I think I'm also going to achieve a lineless look with this. So I'm going to start off with, oh, actually, I'm going to actually use the Posca Uni pen to do the line art because, you know, that pen is just too thin for what I'm about to do. Here, okay. And with this, you can add in some white because you can layer with these. You can, you're also gonna need a white one, so do that. Just be aware of that. So the first thing we're gonna do is with our lightest shade, you're going to go, oh, maybe I should have erased this first. So with your lighter shade, you're going to start off by just making little lines like this, like how we did with the markers. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other bun. And it's okay if you almost completely fill the whole thing in because, again, we have that white. Then with your darker pink, you're going to go ahead and add this right on top of it. And if you are using Posca pens, it'll be better not to let it dry so that they can easily blend together. So then you're going to quickly move on to the next shade of pink, or the last, or the lighter shade of pink again. And then fill that in. Like so. Now with our white, you're gonna go ahead and kind of just try your best to cover that up. You might have to do a few layers of this, or you might even have to let it dry. But that's how it should be looking right about now. So while that's all drying, let's go ahead and do the rest of the sections of hair, or the back section. So once again with the lighter shade, I think I'm just gonna color the whole thing in with this light shade. No, just just the bottom sections and stuff. Because we can layer these, so I think it'll be maybe a little bit easier to just color half of it in, maybe. I don't know. I'm just going with the flow on this part. Then I'm gonna use my white to try and like blend all of these together because that's looking a little streaky. And then back in with the light darker pink. I didn't say light, I said dark. I definitely said dark. And there it is. I'm really happy with the Posca pen one. So now all I have to do again is sign. Oop, that's the wrong side of the pen. Definitely knew that. And yeah, this one is done. So on to our next medium. So for our next medium, this one might be a little more time consuming because you have to let it dry a lot more than the Posca pens. We're going to be using acrylic paint. So you're going to need white, a light pink, and then a darker pink. I am using this apple barrel paint because it's super duper cheap and I think it'll work with this. So here I've got my dirty palette. I'm going to start off with actually putting on all of the paint colors that we're going to need. I'm running out of my white, so that should be enough with this. I'm gonna get a darker pink because I feel like that's just not dark enough. I'm actually gonna mix some of this in with that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna take the lighter pink. Let me zoom in for you guys. Ooh, please don't fall. So you're gonna start off with your lighter pink. Ooh, my voice right there. And you're just gonna color in the whole bun because I would have used like a thinner brush, but with this, just color in the whole bun like so. And while that's drying, I guess we can just do the rest of it now. So just really color in the whole. Ooh, that is blurry. Hello, focus. I guess we can just, okay, no. Hold on a minute, that's way too blurry for me. Alright, that's a little bit better. So let's go ahead and just color in or paint in the rest of this. And yeah, that's about it for that part. And now we wait. Come on. Dry already. I'm just gonna go for it now. So now with a much thinner brush, you see how thin that is? We're gonna now do the darker pink. Maybe I should have mixed these before I started. Oh well, hold on. I got this on my brush, and it's really supposed to be a little bit lighter. Oh well, so you're just gonna, that dries really, really fast. You see that? So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna make like little hair strands, sort of, with the paint. And that might be a little bit hard if you don't have a thin enough brush. This is clearly not thin enough. I might have needed it to be a little bit thinner, but this is the thinnest brush that I have as for now. So it's all I can really use at this point. But that's fine because I can still think I can achieve a pretty good look with this. So just go ahead and do that. The trick is not to put too much paint and also not to go too, not to push too hard on it. Like when you're doing this, you don't want to push really hard and make lines like that. You want to like that, and so it'll make it look a little more like hair strands, sort of. And then I'm gonna move on to my white. I'm actually gonna mix some of that darker pink with a teeny touch of white and make a much lighter pink. And maybe start off with that, or nope, just go right in with the white. So you're gonna start out going with the white and then do like the little shiny part. It's gonna look a little weird right now, but we're not done, so you know. Still gotta wait a little bit for this. Here we go. So the last thing I really need to do with the buns is kind of just try and blend out that that white, because the white is so bright and it's kind of distracting from all the other colors or shades of pink that you see. So now down over here, we're gonna go ahead and do this like that, and then back in with the white. I'm just gonna boop, 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 boop. I think like that should be pretty good. And I'm gonna go right back up here, going in with my lighter pink now. Just trying to touch up some of these spaces. Because with this, it's gonna look sloppy because, you know, it's just acrylic paint. It's not gonna look as neat because, you know, it's hair, and hair doesn't have to look perfect. Like, it's gonna have those streaks and stuff. It's kind of what we're trying to create with this, but with acrylic paint, it might be a lot harder to create. And all we have to do is let this dry. Oops, wrong way. Okay. So here it is, completely dried now. Oh, kind of. And all I really did was outline her face and add my signature, and they're all done now. So here's the first one we did, which was with the Artify markers. The second one we did was with these Posca paint pens. And the last thing we did with the paint. And I'm pretty happy with the way all of these turned out. I think my favorite will definitely be the marker because of the amount of detail. With the Poscas, it looks a little bit messy, but I think like from a distance you're like, okay, that looks kind of cool. And then with the paints, it's something else. I don't really know. But I'm pretty happy with the way all these turned out. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye! Oh, and I will put all of these in the description, telling you guys what they are, like the Poscas and the colors, the paint and the colors, and the markers and the colors. Bye. Well, yeah guys, that's it for the video. The only reason why I'm doing the outro like this is because I have a bellyache and I just want to lay down, so I'm sitting in my bed right now. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Art with Gigi, and that's it, folks. Bye.